Hello and welcome to my review on Transformers, Armada, Redalert, and this time I know the minicon. This is Long Arm. Now here they are, and first, of course, we'll take a look at this minicon. He is a pretty cool one. He's a crane, and he's got quite the long arm. There's a bend in the middle of it. That's more for transformation. And he's got a little hook right here to hook some I-beams and bring him up over a skyscraper or something. Whatever the utility purpose is for that day. And of course we have some wheels that can do some rolling. So this guy, super simple to transform. Just fold up that crane, bring her up and around the legs, and then we can just simply rotate these hands up. And there he is. Now this is a minicon that is in the show quite a bit, so he is definitely more recognizable than some of the other minicons in my eyes, anyway. I just really like this minicon. He's pretty cool. I like the colors on him. He's a pretty good minicon. Now, I will transform this minicon back, simply because we need to do gimmicks. And oh boy, does this guy have a lot of gimmicks. So, for the truck, he has these kind of rubberish plastic wheels. They're not like quite rubber, but they feel different, and I don't know why. They feel like rubber, but I don't know. They don't feel like normal plastic. So, but anyway, this guy rolls quite well. And he is just a red ambulance truck here, and we have visible head syndrome. He's poking out right there. At least the glass is tinted. It would be cool if it was all painted, but like the side is, but it's not. Coming around to the back, we have some nice tail lights, the feet just hanging out. On the top, we have the siren, and this guy has like 3 or 4 gimmicks in this mode, and then a crap ton in his robot mode. It's insane. This guy is just packed full of gimmicks, and he's still articulated, still looks good. This is a really good Armada figure. So, first one, we will push this minicon onto here, and that will release these trapdoors. And put this minicon back on here. And we take him on, and then we push him back, I believe. Yep. Shoots a missile, and I gotta get that missile now. And that missile is very powerful and very easy to lose. But it's just a orange on one side, and just black on the other. I think it's meant to be a steering wheel, so be a little big of a steering wheel for this car. That just goes in, and this locks up if you take the minicon out. And now he's back to normal, but we still have a few more tricks up this guy's sleeve. You put him on this guy, and I believe you bring him back, he makes noises. Oh, yep, and this flips out, and now he can keep shooting. And then this has got a little button here that shoots out this little grabby claw. That's pretty cool. I can put that right back in there. So yeah, you just pull it back, and this should swing forward, but my spring is a little loose, or not loose, but worn out, so it doesn't really swing out that much. Now put him back on, and put him forward, he'll make Redalert sounds. Red alert! Woo, woo, woo. I think that's pretty funny. Yeah, and that's basically all the gimmicks for this mode. You can say he's got an opening door mode, if you want to stretch that imagination. And that's basically it for this mode. So, for transformation, what we're going to do is just open these doors up, just like so. And then we're going to want to take these panels off right here, and then bring this down. And by bringing this down, we'll bring this whole top down too. If I can figure this thing out here. Yeah, just kind of bring that waist down, and then this will follow. And then we can bring up his head, bring down that windshield. And when you're putting them back into the other mode, make sure you bring up this windshield and put his head back before you bring this back up. Otherwise, you'll have to undo it and go back. And this head will just double hinge up into the front. And that's basically it for his backpack. Now for his legs and arms, we're going to want to undo the legs, or the feet, or rather, and fold out the heels, And then we can just rotate the whole leg like so. And same side. It's obviously the exact same thing. Let me get out that toe there. Turn it this way. And we will separate the legs and then bring those down. Let's get this guy orientated good. And now just bring these arms forward and bring them out and down just like that. And there we have Armada Redalert. Now you will be noticing that his little thing isn't there. There's a place for them. And I do have this guy 100% complete too. Probably should have mentioned that in the beginning. But before we get to that, if you bring this panel out on the arm here, we can actually bring the screen forward. And I don't remember what the instructions called this, but you can put your Minicon right on top and have like a little analyzing base for them, which is pretty cool. Kind of like a little mini base mode in a way. And now you're probably wondering what's on the other side. And on the other side, we have his arsenal. There's just the two pieces here, and that is how they go in. The big one on the bottom, and the smaller one up top. I'll just take both of these out right now, if I can get them out. Being a little tricky. There we go. There's one, and there's two. So we have one that's more of a gun, and one of them that's more of like a typical Redalert thing. So take a quick look at these guys. This one's like a little Gatling gun, and this other one is like your one that you'd see in the show more often. Kind of like a medical kind of thing. So all in a transparent red. And this just simply plugs into his arm like that. And if you want to do the other one, it's the same thing. And now we can pew pew. And we can bring this back up, and this will just go right back in to there. And rotate that down. Now, of course, you can still use the disc launching gimmick in this mode. It can come out of his chest. And you can also do this mode. And you can bring up the cannon. Just like that. Let me raise up the camera real quick. And you can have this on his shoulders, or you can wiggle it out. And there is a peg that goes right into that port. And we can simply just plug this gun in his hands, and now he's got two guns in his hands, and he can really get to some destroy those dang Decepticons. And there we go. There he is, all decked out. Now for articulation wise, we have a full 360 at the arm. Can't go up more than that on the wing, but you can bring it out on the below the wing on the arm. We have a bicep swivel. We also have a double jointed bend here, which can get you a full 180. But obviously that's because of transformation. But still nice to have that hyper articulation, if you want to call it that. At the head, we have a full 360. Can move up that far, down that far, no wiggly waggly, and that's it for the head. Sadly, no waist swivel, but we do have a kick forward, and a kick back, and a knee bend. Oh, we just had that pop out. That's okay. Just get this back in there then. There we go. And there we have it. That is all the articulation for this guy, and all he can do. He is quite the capable Autobot, and one of the older ones as well. So this guy is probably worth picking up, although if you want to get him how I did, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. I think I got this guy for like $60. So it's not cheap trying to get them 100% complete. If you're only looking for just the base figure and maybe the gun or so and don't need all the other accessories, then it probably won't run you as much. But I had to get a full experience with this guy, and I think it is probably worth it. It all depends what you view. But anyway, that's been it for my everyday view, and see you guys later. Peace out. I don't want to knock him anymore.